This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by badbegin.ning.com. Dave Ridley Report Ridley here, signing in for RidleyReport.com this October 20th, 2008. I want to talk a little bit about the Porcupine Hotline, also known as Porcupine 411. Sort of an emergency line that you can call when the police are bothering you. It's sort of a thing that's coming of age and becoming more and more. There's more and more subscribers, more and more people using it. And I wanted to provide just a little bit of a Porcupine 411 primer. A little bit of a list of do's and don'ts. It's not technically just an emergency hotline, but basically it's a phone number you can call if you have some kind of a time-sensitive event to report. Maybe you're being pulled over and you want to record the interaction with the police, or maybe you want to request a demonstration later the same day. There are probably about 100 subscribers right now, and what happens when you call Porcupine 411, your message goes out to all 100 subscribers, and it appears in their email inboxes. In some cases, it rings their cell phones, and it plays a recorded message. It plays the message that you record. So if you talk to the thing for 5 or 10 seconds and then hang up, well, the message almost immediately goes out to all the listeners, all the subscribers. So it's like a poor man's live broadcast. Now, the people that hear the broadcast, too, tend to be the key activists in New Hampshire, and there's some of them out of New Hampshire that hear it, too, but it's basically a New Hampshire-centric thing. We're not having a lot of problems with too many people calling, but I do want to list some maybe reasons why you would want to call, reasons why you wouldn't want to call. You don't want to call to just say something that you could put on a message board post and it would be seen later. You want to call for something that needs action pretty quickly, or maybe to call and update people on something that's important that happened to you that day, something you witnessed. For instance, if you come out of a trial and you want to report the verdict, that's one useful way to get the message out quickly. They call it 411 instead of 911 because it is just as much of an informational system as an emergency system. But when you're making a call, here are some important things to do and not do. First of all, if you're calling from a sort of an emergency situation, like you're being pulled over by the police or something like that, what you want to do is you want to make a quick call, like say 5, 10, 15 seconds, giving the very basic details and then hanging up so that the message goes out as quickly as possible. Then you want to call again and try to record the actual interaction with the officer. Now, you must inform people if you're audio recording them, especially in New Hampshire. The wiretapping law makes it so that you've got to inform people that you're recording. And now, technically, the way the law reads, you even have to have their consent. However, I don't know of any case where someone's been prosecuted for informing someone that they're recording them and then recording them after they say, no, don't record me, but if they continue standing there talking to you, they're sort of giving their consent, even if they say they didn't. But anyway, based on the way the law is written, you should consider it an act of civil disobedience when you continue recording, because technically you could be considered in violation of the law even if you've informed someone. It just depends on the circumstance. But what I do is I inform them I'm audio recording, and I just continue. If it's an official I'm dealing with, I just continue doing it regardless of what they tell me to do.
You're being audio recorded.
You want to shut that off?
I don't want to.
badbegin.ning.com, a social networking site for New Hampshire freedom lovers. badbegin.ning.com, the brainchild of Max Abramson. A great place to have fun, though you don't have to bring a gun. badbegin.ning.com.